Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Phylum Predicts. I'm your Phylum admin, and as usual, we are here with the predictions for 11th of August 2024 on a Sunday. That we're bringing you the predictions that we have. We have analyzed 21 games. Yeah, and a quick announcement, guys. Make sure you join our Discord community. After yesterday's games, go after this video, go and check the video yesterday. We actually insisted on you guys joining our Discord community. Why? Because whatever we give here, the walkthrough that we are going to give you on this YouTube video might be similar to what we gave to the Discord community, because this side is automated. All right, it's automated. So whatever we do here, it's probably to confirm what you've given to the Discord community. Okay, it's more so to confirm. So if you combine whatever we giving here and whatever we have given on this side, if you combine them both and find the similar predictions right there, or maybe the best that you can find, guys, I'm sure that you'll always have wins every single day. You'll win every single day, and that will actually improve your betting career. Okay, so having said that, guys, I don't really have any other. If you want to join our Discord community, there are links down to this description of this video. First link to the website, the other link to the payment page, or the link directly to the PayPal account. After payment, you can use the link below it that takes you directly to the admin's WhatsApp, where you'll confirm and the admin will send you the link to the Discord community. Okay, so you first have to download the Discord app if you don't have it on your smartphone or in your desktop if you want to. So let's go into today's prediction and see what we have. The first game today we've got in Sweden. We got IK Odevold versus Sandvikens IF. This game expect a 2-1 scoreline. There's a total of 3. Right to this side you expect 2 goals and a 2-1 scoreline. Right here on the conceding rate, we see a 1-1 conceding rate, a 2-1 possible scoreline, a 2-1 possible scoreline. You remember that when you find a 1-1 conceding rate, guys, that one tells you the teams have got equal capabilities in the game. Their defense is almost equal. So if a team has to score, then if we're expecting goals in the game, then we really have goals in the game. Both sides can as well score. Okay, so a 2-1 scoreline. Yeah, so let's check on the relations. 100% relation is going to double chance 1 or 2. On the 90% we have none. On the 80% we have a double chance 1 or 2. But let's check. Double chance 1 or 2 on 80 and double chance on 100% will tell you something, because you might expect a winner in the game, but we probably do not see a winner. It might happen because you know this is football, but the both team to score, the over 1.5 is much safer, but a both team to score is also something that can happen in the game. Okay, so that's the first prediction for the day that we have, for the game that we have right there. So in Finland, second game we've got Ilves Tampere versus IFK Mariehamn. This game we expect a 4-2 scoreline. That's a total of 6. Right here we expect 5 goals and a 3-2 scoreline. Right here we expect a 2-2 conceding rate and a 2-1 possible scoreline, 3-2 possible scoreline. Right to the relation, you've got an over 1.5 relation for the 100%, a 90% relation for the 90s, and a double 2. You've got a couple for the 80s. You've got 2 over 1.5s, 2 double chance 1 or 2, 2 both team to score, and an over 1.5 relation. So what are we going to settle with? We can't assume whatever we have been told is the over 1.5, because you've got a couple of 1.5s. I'm very strong on that game with a double chance 1 or 2. You can as well go with the both team to score, but I will just take the 2 over 1.5s and the what? We'll just take the over 1.5s and the double chance 1 or 2 in that prediction. Okay, so let's go to the next game. In Switzerland, we've got 5-0 expected in the St. Gallen versus Grasshopper. We expect a 5-0 scoreline. This is favor of team 1. Do not really do not really be fooled by this, right? That's just data. Until you get to the relations, now that's where we are going now to make a decision for it. Okay, so a 4 goals expected in the game, a 4-0 scoreline expected as well, a 1-2 conceding rate, a 3-1 possible scoreline, a 4-0 possible scoreline in favor of team 1. Everywhere they favor team 1 winning the game. We've got no relation for the 100%, neither do we have for the 90s, neither do we have for the 100, for the 80s and the 90s. So let's check here. As usual, you know that when we find a 1-2 conceding rate, we usually just close, and we expect goals in the game. We close our eyes to the over 1.5, and we also close it for the both team to actually score in the game. All right. So we expect we expect both teams to actually score and an of 1.5, because if they both score, then there's an automatic of 1.5, and of 1.5 is actually safer than taking a both team to score. In Netherlands, we've got Go Ahead Eagles versus Fortuna Sittard. We expect a 1-2 scoreline. There's a total of 3. Right here, expect 3 goals and 1-2 scoreline as well. We've got a 2-1 conceding rate in favor of team 1, where team 2 is one that concedes relatively higher. Or team 1 is one that concedes relatively high, team 2 is the one that concedes relatively lower. Okay, we've got a 2-2 expected goals at 1-2 expected goals as well. Right to the relation, we've got no relation for the 100%, none for the 90s, but we've got an over 1.5 relation for the 80s. So on that regard, on that game, we should see to settle just with the over 1.5. Nothing much, nothing less, but settle on that. It might be safer taking that. Why? Because you expect goals in the game, and the 1.5 relation for the 80% can as well happen. Okay, so in the next game we've got in Latvia, we've got FK Valmiera versus BFC Dungav Pils. This game we expect a 4-1 scoreline. There's a total of 5. Right to expect 4 goals and a 3-1 scoreline. Right to expect 1-0 conceding rate and a 3-0 possible scoreline in favor of both of team 1, and a 3-1 scoreline as well. We've got no relation out to this side, so we are not going to bring a relation, have a relation there, but we can as well just give you a double chance on or two. That an over 1.5 is also possible for that relation, because they usually happen. Watch on all our videos, will realize that double chance and an over 1.5 for a relation like that always gives. Okay, in Brazil we got Juventude versus Botafogo. We expected a 1-2 scoreline. There's a total of 3. Right, you expect 2 goals and a 0-2 scoreline. We expect a 1-1 conceding rate, a 1-3 possible scoreline, a 0-2 possible scoreline. Right to the relation, we got none for the 100%. We got an over 1.5 relation for the 90s, and a double chance on or 2 relation for the 80s. So what are we going to settle with? Double chance 1 or 2 relation for the. Do we have any expected draw? We don't expect any draw in the game, but the conceding rate might give us an over 1.5. We can as well go with the both team to score, but check on this the double chance 1 or 2 right here might happen for the both team to score. Why? Let's also put it because they've got equal capability. So if our team scores, then we can as well have the goals right there. Okay, so in Belgium we've got Royal Antwerp versus Sint-Truidense. We expect a 2-3 scoreline. There's a total of 5. Right, you expect 4 goals and a 2-3 scoreline. Right, you expect 2-2 conceding rate and a 1-4 scoreline, 2-3 scoreline. Right here we expect over 1.5 and over 1.5 relation for the 90 and also for the 100%. We've got a double chance 1 or 2. We've got a couple. We've got 2 both team to score, 2 double chance 1 or 2, and an over 1.5 relation for the 80%. So come and check right here. A 2-2 conceding rate tells you what? They've got relatively higher conceding rate, so we expect they might concede goals, and we expect goals in the game. Okay, so a 1-4, a 2-3, right here expect 2-3, we expect here a 2-3 as well. Okay, so what do we go with? Let's check again. I'm going with someone winning in the game. Very strong on that. I will also go with an over 1.5 in that game. Should we go with the both team to score? Unless you see a 2 both team to score right on this end, but you can as well take the both team to score in the game as well. Okay, but strongly on the 1.5 and the double chance 1 or 2 on that prediction. Alright, in the next game we got in Sweden, we got AI versus Mjalbai AI. If you expect a 2-2 scoreline, there's a total of 4. Right, you expect 3 goals and a 2-2 scoreline. Right, to the conceding rate, you expect a 2-2 conceding rate, a 2-1 possible scoreline, a 2-2 possible scoreline as well. To the relation, you got 2 double chance 1 or 2 for the 100% and over 1.5. No relation for the 100% for the 90s. You've got a double chance 1 or 2 relation for the 80s. So settling with someone winning in the game, double chance 1 or 2, we settle as well with an over 1.5. Why? Because you've got a 2-2 possible scoreline, but double chance 1 or 2 is the best option to go with this prediction. You can as well go with someone winning, but let's go double chance 1 or 2, but let's go with just someone winning in that game. All right, so in the next game we got in Sweden, we've got Elfsborg versus Gais. We expect a 2-1 scoreline. There's a total of 3. Right, you expect 2 goals on a 2-1 scoreline. Right, you expect a 1-4 conceding rate, a 2-1 possible scoreline, a 3-0 possible scoreline. Now this one conceding rate tells you what? we expect team 2 to concede relatively higher than team 1. So, and you see the expected goals, they all favor team 1 winning. Alright, so you can as well go with full time 1 winning in that game, but let's see on the relation. We've got no relation for the 100%, none for the 90. You've got none for the 80s as well. So someone winning in the game, full time 1. Let's first put someone winning in the game. A double chance 1 or 2 should be our priority. Remember, a double chance 1 or 2 is much safer than taking full time 1 winning in the game. Do we expect goals? We can as well expect of 1.5. Why? Because the second team concedes relatively higher, so an over 1.5 prediction can be it can be a little bit wiser in that game. Okay, the next game we got in Sweden, we got IK series of K versus Kalmar. We expect a 4-1, that's a total of 5. Right, we expect 4 goals and a 3-1 scoreline. Right to the conceding rate, we expect 2-1, where the conceding rate tells you that team 1 is relatively weaker in defense than team 2, but generally they've got almost similar conceding rate because it's just 1 goal difference. Okay, but we expect the team, now see here again the contradiction, guys, where the team that we expect to have a relatively high conceding rate is the one that we expect to win in that game. So what does that tell you? As usually tells you, if team 1 scores, if we expect it is scoring, then the other team can as well score. Why? Because the team that scores, the team 1 scoring, while it still has got a relatively higher conceding rate, that means it can as well concede when team 2 gets the motivation to score in the game as well. Okay, so let's check on the 100%. None for the 100%, none for the 90s. You've got an over 1.5 relation for the 80s. So what are we going to settle with? And you see we expect goals right there. We can't shy away from the both team to score. It's safer to take an over 1.5, both team to score as well. And on this game, I'll give you also an over 2.5 because you also expect someone winning. And should we take a double chance 1 or 2? We can as well take a double chance 1 or 2 on that game. Okay, so in the next game we've got in Ireland, we've got Galway United versus St. Patrick Athletics. You expect a 4-1 scoreline. That's a total of 5. Right, you expect 4 goals and a 3-1 scoreline. To the conceding rate, a 0-1 conceding rate, where team 1, they've got relatively, both of them have got relatively lower conceding rates. We expect team 1 winning. Why? Because team 2 is the one that has got relatively higher conceding rate, higher than team 1 with just 1 goal extra, but we expect a 3-1 scoreline, a 3-0 scoreline. Let's check on the relation. None for the 100% and for the 90s. We've got a no 1.5 relation for the 80s. So on that, we can as well settle with team 1 winning. Why are we settling with it? Because you see team 1 concedes relatively higher at home. Okay, and check the team 2 concedes relatively higher. This one concedes relatively lower, while this one concedes relatively higher while away. Okay, so full time 1, double chance 1 or 2, and also we can't shy away from saying an over 1.5 in the game, where we expect probably team 1 scoring. On over 2.5 can as well happen, but over 1.5 is much safer in that. Right, so in the next game we got in Iceland, we got Vikinga Reykjavik versus Vestri. We expect a 1-2 scoreline. There's a total of 3. Reti expect 2 goals and a 1-2 scoreline. Reti expect a 1-2 conceding rate, a 1-2 possible scoreline, a 1-2 possible scoreline in favor of team 2. While to the relation, we've got none for the 100%, none for the 90s. We've got 2 of 1.5s and a double chance 1 or 2 relation for the 80s, as you can see right here. Alright, so what are we going to settle with? We should settle with the over 1.5. We also expect both teams to score in the game. Alright, a winner. Probably there might be a winner, but let's settle with the both teams to score on the over 1.5 relation on that game. Okay, the next game we've got in Estonia, we've got Tartu JK Mag versus FC Nome United. We expect a 1-1 conceding rate. Not 1-1 expected goals. Right to expect 2 goals. We expect 1-1 possible scoreline. Right to the conceding rate, you see a 1-2 conceding rate, a 2-1 possible scoreline, and 1-1 possible scoreline. Right to the relation, I've got a double chance 1 or 2, and of 1.5. You've got none. What am I saying? You've got just the double chance 1 or 2, and a double chance 1 or 2 for the 100% and also for the 80. I really don't know what I'm seeing right there. So on that relation, it's much better to go with someone winning in the game. Taking on an over 1.5 or about team to score might happen, but let's happen because you see right here we've got a 1-2 conceding rate. So it means probably someone, but let's go with just someone winning in the game. Okay, let's take on that and close an eye for the conceding rate that you've seen on that end. Switzerland, we've got Servette versus FC Basel. We expect a 3-1 scoreline. That's a total of 4. Right, you expect 3 goals and a 2-1 scoreline. Right, you expect 1-1 conceding rate and a 2-1 possible scoreline, 2-1 possible scoreline. That tells you, as usual, it tells you that they've got equal capabilities in their defensive department. So if someone scores, then the other team can as well score. In the 100% no relation, we've got a double chance 1 or 2 relation. 90% none, a double chance 1 or 2 relation for the 80%. So what are we going to settle with? We are going to settle with an over 1.5. On that relation, you might think that the double chance 1 or 2 that we are seeing on the 100% will tell you that probably team 1 is going to win. Usually it does not. They usually do not. So the over 1.5 is much safer. I usually see the over 1.5 much safer because someone will score. We are yet to go through the results. We'll actually go through all the results, the prediction that you've done, and all the results that you've given, and then we'll give you an overall newsletter of the relations that we expect to see and what we expect to bet on. Okay, because this relation, remember, history tends to repeat itself. So whatever is happening here might happen on another game in another place because similar data, similar expectations. Okay. So in Switzerland, we've got Lugano versus Lausanne. We've got 2-2 expected goals as a total of 4. Right, you expect 3 goals and a 1-2 possible scoreline. Right to the conceding rate, you see a 2-4 conceding rate, where team 2 is one that concedes relatively higher, but team 1 concedes 2, relatively lower than team 2. Conceding the expected scoreline of 2-2 and a 1-2 scoreline. Right to the relation, we've got none for 90%. We've got 2 of 1.5 relation for the 90s. That's rare. That relation comes out rare, but we've got also both team to score and 2 of 1.5 relations for the 80s. So who are we not to take on? The both team to score, as you have been told, the over 1.5. Because the 90 and the 80s have been very strong, very vocal on that. Their voice has been very light on that prediction. Let's go to the next game. Next game we've got in Switzerland, we've got FC Zurich versus Lucerne Sport. You expect a 2-3 scoreline as a total of 5. Right, you expect 4 goals and a 1-3 scoreline. Right, you expect a 1-2 conceding rate and a 2-1 possible scoreline and a 1-3 possible scoreline. Now see where this contradiction tells you that team one side tells you that team 1 is going to win, and the other prediction tells you that team 2 is on that's going to win to score in the game. So what does that interpret? It tells you that if team 1 scores, it actually tells you that both teams has got the motivation to come and score in the game. So we expect both teams to actually score in the game. Remember, with our data Phylum model, we are expecting both teams to score in that game. All right, so on the relation, we've got a 2 of 1.5 relation for the 100%, 1 of 1.5 relation for the 90s. We've got 2 double chance 1 or 2. Not 2, we've got a couple of them. We've got 4 double chance 1 or 2, 3 both team to score, and 2 of 1.5 relations on that game. So who are we not to take? The over 1.5. Not to take the both team to score. Let's go on the double chance because we expect someone win. And also, if we have got a both team to score and we expect a double chance 1 or 2 someone winning, then there is an automatic over 2.5 in that game. All right. The next game we got in Austria, we got Austria Vienna versus Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg, we expect a 1-3 scoreline. That's a total of 4. We expect 4 goals and a 1-3 scoreline. Right here on the conceding rate, oops, we forgot to turn this on. 1-3-4. Let's go to the conceding rate. We expect a 2-0 conceding rate, where team 1 is the one that we see conceding relatively higher than team 2. We expect 2-7 in favor of team 2 and 1-3 in favor of team 2. Don't get caught on the goals, the amount of goals right there. We don't really care a lot about them because they just tell you we expect team 2 winning and then we expect a couple goals in the game. Don't go and bet on 7 goals or maybe 9 goals in the game. It might not happen. So no relation for the 100%, no relation for the 90s. We've got also no relation for the 80s as well. So what do we have right here? So what relation do we have? We've got a 2-0 0 scoreline, so we might expect someone winning in that game, and also expect another 1.5 because we also expect someone scoring in that game. Right, let's expect those two, and then that should be enough for that game. In Estonia, we got Nomad JK Kalju versus FC Flora Tallinn. We expect a 4-0 scoreline. That's a total of 4. Right, you expect 3 goals and a 3-0 scoreline. Conceding rate at 1-1, at 3-0 possible scoreline in favor of team 1, and at 2-0 possible scoreline in favor of team 1 as well. No relation for the 100%, none for the 90s, but you've got an over 1.5 relation for the 80s. So what are we going to settle with? We can't mistake the over 1.5. Let's take the double chance 1 or 2. Are we going to take the over 2.5, or are we not take the over 2.5 in that game? You might think, why have we not taken the both team to score? We might not take the both team to score. Why? Because there's a possibility it might happen. The both team to score might happen because you're seeing an equal conceding rate, a 1-1 conceding rate. Might happen, but as long as you're taking the over 1.5, it's much safer because you expect someone winning, and you also expect at the back of our minds a both team to score. An over 2.5 can as well happen if someone wins in the game. Alright. In Iceland, we've got Fylkir versus KA Akureyri. This game we expect a 5-2 scoreline. That's a total of 7. Rate you expect 5 goals and a 4-2 scoreline. Rate you expect a 1-1 conceding rate, a 2-2 possible scoreline, and a 4-2 possible scoreline. Rate you expect no relation for the 100%, none for the 90s. You've got a no 1.5 relation for the 80s and a double chance 1 or 2 relation for the 80s as well. So here we see a 1-1 possible scoreline, 1-1 conceding rate, a 2-2 possible scoreline, a 4-2 possible scoreline. So it means both teams are relatively stronger in the game. We expect another 1.5. Let's also expect someone scoring in the game. Who are we not take the over 2.5 in the game, and who are we not take the double chance? Are we going to take the double chance 1 or 2? Let's take it. Let's expect someone scoring. So those are the relation we've got for the game in Iceland. Second last game we got in Peru, got Atlético Grau versus Sporting Cristal. We expect a 3-2 scoreline. That's a total of 5. Right, you expect 4 goals and a 2-2 scoreline. Right to the conceding rate, we have got a 0-0 conceding rate. We expect no huge goals, a 2-0 possible scoreline, a 2-2 possible scoreline. We've got no relation up to the end. So guys, you'll allow us not give the prediction for that game, and now we can go to the last game that we have on Sunday. This is not the last game in the market, but this is the last game that we have predicted. If we got a 1-2 possible scoreline, there's a total of 3. I go 2 goals and a 1-2 possible scoreline. Conceding rate interprets a 1-3 conceding rate, where team 2 is one that concedes relatively higher. Expected goals of 1-2 and 1-1 possible scoreline. Rate to the relation, you've got no relation for the 100%, none for the 90s, but you've got 2 of 1.5s and a double chance 1 or 2 relation for the 80s. So what are we going to take on that? We expect over 1.5. Remember, where team 2 concedes relatively high, and we expect it also to score 2 goals. See, you can expect a double an over 1.5 as well in the game. An over 1.5, and also let's expect someone winning in that game. I'll tell you later why we took on that predictions, but it's also very, very visible in that game. Okay, so guys, those are predictions. 21 games walkthrough. We have done it with you together, so we hope that you have found the best predictions that you'll need for the day. Don't go and bet on all of them. Take 2, 3, make your own 3 odds, or probably 2, 5 odds. Just make some few odds and then stick on them. Remember, the goal is to invest your money wisely, right? Don't lose your money. And I really hope that you've given you some edge, because most of you guys were doing guesswork, and you are not really having you didn't have the deep understanding of the games that probably you've been betting on, and that's why probably you've been losing your bets. So with Phylum Predicts, we are trying to help you solve that. So ensure guys that you have also subscribed to Phylum Predicts. Ensure that you like this video. Ensure that you also comment, say hi if you won on yesterday's predictions, and if you won on the previous day predictions on Friday. Tell us what you won. Tell us your experience with using our statistics and our data relations. Tell us your experience with using our Phylum model, and say hi to Phylum Predicts down there. And also, if you've got a prediction that you need us to predict for you, we are here. Just comment down to the comment section and say a game, and we are going to do the predictions for you. We'll input the data, and then we'll. Some of you asked why we didn't analyze yesterday's England game, the FA, the Manchester City versus Manchester United. I personally am a Manchester City fan, so I can't really bet on that game because I will bet in favor of my team, the team that I support. But yeah, we really didn't have we didn't really have the data for the game. You see, we didn't have really, because the game, the season is starting out. The teams that has been playing the game, the Manchester City in the preseason, has been the second team B for Manchester City. So you expect that in this FA match, you expected probably the team A players to come in, but you see they've not been playing for a while, so you really didn't have data for them, right? So but up to there, guys, make sure that you join our Discord community. We really hope that we make the best and we help you solve this market, because you can't really shy away from it, right? You can't really shy away from it, because if you don't, someone is making money, is your money out there. So until tomorrow, not until tomorrow, until this evening when we'll be posting the results for yesterday. Have a nice day. Adios.